समस्तजन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयम् नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् हरिः ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। हरिः ओम। Today we will learn the 16th mantra of Kaivalya Upanishad. A very, very important mantra because this is the conclusion of all the mantras, because the Guru is now summarizing the entire Upanishad. This is the last Upadesha Vakya, last instruction, you can tell. And here the Mahavakya of Veda is there. The great statement of Veda is in this mantra. Yat param brahma sarvatma, yat param brahma sarvatma, vishvasyayatanam mahata, vishvasyayatanam mahata, Sukshmat Sukshmataram Nityam, Sukshmat Sukshmataram Nityam, Tattvameva Tameva Tat, Tattvameva Tvameva Tat. So the mantra we will chant together. Yat param brahma sarvatma, vishvasyayatanam mahata, sukshmatma sukshmataram nityam, tattvameva tvameva tat. Tattvameva tvameva tat is the Mahavakya, great statement of Upanishad. Word for word meaning, Yat, which, Param, supreme, Brahma means Brahman, Sarvatma, the self in all, Vishvasya, of the universe, Ayatanam, support, Mahat, great, Sukshmat, then subtle, Sukshmataram, subtler, Nityam, eternal, Tat means that, Tvam means you, Eva alone, Tvam again means you, Eva alone, Tat that. That which is the Param Brahman, Parabrahma, the supreme reality, the supreme Brahman, the self in all, which is the ample support of the whole universe, which is subtler than the subtle and eternal, that Brahman you are. You alone are that Brahman. If we think about the whole world, our Gurudev has summarized it in a very nice chart, which is famous for BMI chart. So B for body, M for mind, I for intellect. So then OET with body, object, with mind, emotion, and with intellect, the thoughts are connected. What they do? PFT, that perceive through body, objects are perceived through mind, emotions are felt, and through intellect, flow of thoughts are thought upon. So body, mind, intellect, object, emotions, thought, and perceiving or perceiver, feeler, and thinker. So Vedanta is not for the mass. You should know. Vedanta, the highest Vedanta, because Vedanta has a lot of branches, lot of steps. Even Bhakti Darshan is also considered as Vedanta. Nyaya Vaisheshika is also considered as Vedanta. You should know that. We think only the Uttar Mimamsa is Vedanta. No. Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, everything is under the spell of Vedanta only. But Vedanta is popularly known as Advaita Vedanta, non-dual Vedanta. And that is really for the class of people. Class means who are having billions of dollars, multimillionaire, billionaire? No. Here, class means who is having very pure intellect and subtle intellect. That is the classification. Clear? So, intellect can understand only the objective world. Clear? Intellect can understand only the objective world, and the student, the erudites and intelligent, through various tapasya, various tapasya, rigorous penance, using their discriminating faculty, then vairagya, then several physical practice like shama, dama, then mental practice, uparama, titiksha, then intellectual practice, combination of intellect and mind, shraddha, samadhan. Then enormous desire to know the truth, mumukshutvam. Though desirous for liberation is the meaning of mumukshutva, but we don't know what mukti is, what liberation is. In the name of liberation, actually we want to escape from the work, escape from the family duty, responsibilities. It is not. Family from escaping from the activities. And people think every time wherever we go, I go, who are little bit aged, that Swamiji, now my granddaughter, grandson are grown up, I will take sannyasa. Who are doing job, they told after my retirement, it is my thought process that I will leave the samsara and I will take your path. Because we are jealous. We always see how happy you are. You have no problem. Come into the mission and understand. So, mumukshutvam is not the policy of escaping the duties, responsibilities, activities. So, it's my thought process that mumukshutvam means tremendous desire to know the truth, know the reality of everything. Who is having these sort of qualities all together, their mind and intellect become pure, shuddhatama, where there is no raga dvesha, no ichha anichha. No likes and dislikes. They never react. They only act. We, the common people, I, you, everyone, whatever the thing comes to us, whatever the object comes to us in the form of names, forms, or sound or smell, we match with our own vasanas, past impressions. We match with our desire, previous knowledge, and we react. But a person of pure intellect, he or she only acts accordingly, doesn't react. Such pure and subtle, intellectual, intelligent student had reached the feet of the teacher with a highly sharpened and clear intellect. The teacher has to address the student's intellect, and so he must give him, the student, a method of intellectual investigation whereby he can himself apprehend the truth. But before that, the student must have to be ready physically, mentally, and intellectually. Totally pure mind, pure intellect. Otherwise, these mantra will be just some intellectual jugglery of words. We have to be samahita chitta. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That samatvam is earned through tapasya. What is our tapasya? Sadhana chatushtaya. Always alert about who am I? The permanent I. Our problem is we are always busy and alert about the temporary thing. We are always alert in 2Ps, 2P, which is absolutely temporary in all dimensions, but appears as permanent, and we are deluded by that. What that 2Ps? One is position, another is possession. And in a particular chair, in an office or anywhere else we sit, the chair actually laughs at us. He says, like you, hundred of people I have seen sitting on me. So don't be too much proud of it. So this is the thing. Here alertness means, tapasya means alertness. Alertness of my own nature, intrinsic nature. Alertness of the intrinsic nature of the whole universe. सावधानी ही साधन है. सावधानी ही साधन है. There is no other sadhana. If you do pranayam 1,000 times and mind is going here and there, or anything else, suppose your mind is in the flow of breathing, that is also inner. That is also in object. So the thing is, absolutely intelligent student, and you are that. Because somehow you have understood that the world is mithya. It is not enough for you to make you happy. That is why you have taken refuge to Vedanta, holy Vedanta. So you are that intelligent students. It's not that you have to be, or intelligent means it's in scripture, someone is intelligent. No, no, no. You are that intelligent people. You are that pure soul whom Gurudev has chosen. Holy Vedas have chosen you. Feel yourself as the purest student, intelligent student, and be alert. Appreciate Vedas. Appreciate this verse that you are that intelligent one. Through this appreciation, all your loopholes, all your drawbacks will be repaired by you alone. So, the teacher must give the student a method of intellectual investigation, whereby he can himself apprehend the truth. But in the process, there is a great unavoidable contradiction. Though we apply the intellectual process in explaining and demonstrating the play of the spirit in and through matter, the student has not only to appreciate intellectually the declarations of the teacher, but he must ultimately come to experience the great subjective reality in himself. That infinite Paramatma, which is the self, which is the essence of everything, which is all pervasive, which is the cause of everything. It is there. That is why the everything appears to exist, which is subtler than the subtle, which is eternal. That is you. That is I. Why pervasive? That which is subtle is more pervasive. Do you have any doubt about it? Suppose ice, it has a particular form. It's gross. When it gets melted, it becomes water. And water is subtler than the ice. And water is more pervasive than the block of ice. When the water gets evaporated, it becomes more subtler than the water. It's more pervasive than the water. That is called Sukshmat Sukshmatara. The Brahman is Sukshmat Sukshmatara. Means the Brahman is unconditioned by space. Two logic I will put. Suppose the space, what the scientists, so-called scientists, what they tell, that space is eternal. Space is all pervasive. Clear? So if the space is all pervasive, subtlest thing, eternal, ananta, then what about the substratum of the space? Three, the trio is together, time, space, and causation. So if the Brahman is unconditioned by the space, so it should be unconditioned by the time. It should be unconditioned by the causation. Desha kala nimitta. Kuch nahi hai. So interesting. So the thing is, so Brahman is so sukshma that it is unconditioned by space. That is why it is unconditioned by time. And which is unconditioned by time, it should be eternal. Because finite means confined by the time. Once it was started, and once it will be ended. But if anything is unconditioned by time, means it is eternal. Clear? What a wonderful thing. Just see. Slowly, if you expound that mantra in this way, you know why I tell in this way. I create an interest in you to research within how we can look at this word, or any event comes in your life, how I will act upon, how I will accept it as it is. We have a general tendency, if we lose anything else, in my life it happened, also XYZ, that mobile phone was lost. So nearest and dearest people started screaming. Not only that, they wanted that the person should scream who has lost his mobile. He is ready to accept the fact, Baba, lost is lost, what should I do? Now, two things, that I will try to procure another, or try to retrieve it, or anything else. But what we do, the reaction, the student of Vedanta, what they will do? Out of vasanas, a reaction may come in front of any event, even being a student of Vedanta. But what is the benefit of being a student of Vedanta? Alertness. Hey, you are reacting. Why are you reacting? What is the reality? What you can do? What is in your hand? We are the product of time. Kalaha bhakshati. Time is gulping us with the upasechanam. Upanishad. Okay. That as if, the Tamil Brahmin, they eat curd rice, like this. Time is gulping us like this with the upasechanam. Achar they take, little bit achar. So time is gulping us in like that. So Only the student of Vedanta can realize it, understand it then and there and coming back. One day it will be my habit. And there will be no reaction. It is possible. Believe me, it is possible. It is possible. Then only you will act upon. You will accept the thing as it is. So, if we consider the Panchatattva, the subtle thing, suppose earth is the grossest thing. Not only Vedas proclaimed it millions of years ago. Nowadays, the modern science is telling the same thing, that the earth has come from water. Akashad Vayu, Vayu Agnihi, Agner Apaha, Advya Prithvi, Taittiriya Upanishad. Now the modern science is telling the same thing, that from water the earth has come. So earth is grossified, water is more subtler than the earth. So water has come from, according to Veda, from Agni, fire. So the sea, whenever it is grossified, then the attributes are also coming. Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, everything is there. Then the water has less attributes. Water has only Rupa. Sorry, fire. The fire has come out from Vayu, air. Air has only sound. Or some Acharya says sparsha, touch. And the space has only sound. But many Acharyas says that air has sound and touch, but another class of Acharyas tell both are correct. So we will not go into that debate. So you just think, as much as the subtler it is getting, attributes are getting less. So हमारा मन जब सूक्ष्म हो जाएगा, बुद्धि जब सूक्ष्म हो जाएगा, तब इतना जो ब्रांचेस हुआ है ना, whenever we sit in the meditation, millions of things comes, means they are the attributes. Everything will be chopped off. There will be one standing stem. The flow of mind, flow of intellect will be as if the flow of oil, taila dharavat. So, we will discuss about the mantra more. It's very interesting. In one mantra itself, by the grace of Guru Parampara, I can finish up or summarize the whole Upanishad. So we will take a little bit time. Okay. Today up to that. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.